Hello.
Hello. Fancy seeing you again.
Isn't it just? Because we can see these guys.
Yep. Hey, put some clothes on, you maniac.
What is that shirt you're wearing? That doesn't flatter you.
I'm just glad that one is wearing a shirt.
I don't know who you're looking at. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Excuse.
Alright, so.
Anyway.
411 Knife. This week, our list is top 10 rap songs. Yes. We're two pale looking nerds here, but we got our lists, so.
And we like to apologize for us being the one to do this list, but here we are.
Alright, what's your number 10, Mia?
My number 10 is
Pat Boone's hardest hitting number.
I'm not that sorry. No, not Pat Boone at all, actually. It's Children's Story by Slick Rick. It never has the ending of a song that's quite that dramatic hit me quite as hard.
Good night.
Good night. and it's a fairly serious subject matter, but it's treated with such levity that you kind of, and I think that's a theme with a lot of the songs that I was either going through in my head or that ended up making the list of I guess not a lot of the ones that made the list ultimately have a ton of levity. But, thinking about that, thinking about, how I could just kill a man, thinking about, 9mm. There's a lot of those that kind of do that. And then Slick Rick has traumatized the children with this wonderful story of... I love his delivery. I think he's got a very distinctive, snarky but serious deal going on. It's great stuff. I love it.
I forgot all about Cypress Hill. I'll put that as, tied for number 10. How I Could Just Kill a Man.
They're number 12. Hey, you have number 11 there, by the way.
Yep. I do?
For me? Yes. My number 11.
Oh, next song you're saying. Okay, yeah. My number 10 is Few Words for the Firing Squad by Run the Jewels.
I literally, sitting there about 10 minutes ago, decided to knock that one off to put something else on.
But yeah, a lot of great songs by them. We could put there Glide, Cheat, Steal, Just, Money Sign.
And it's just this is what their most recent album at this point it's been released a year ago.
And the two of them have been rapping for at least 15 years, I think. And
this is definitely my favorite of theirs too.
Yeah, and they're still releasing great things. And this is just fantabulous.
Oh no.
Just this very dramatic kind of building chords in the background, and then the final bars are amazing and go into and then just break, and then a saxophone solo ends the song.
It's just a series of slightly crescendoing crescendos. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
My number 9 might
Pat
be
Boone.
It's still not Pat Boone. None of these are Pat Boone. You don't have to drop the video. We'd have nothing by Pat Boone. But Pat Boone ever rap? I don't know.
Oh, it's Pat Boone's alter ego. Pat Boone, but the O's are zeros.
That's actually his name. He doesn't actually spell Boone with zeros. It's just Pat Boone, but the O's are zeros. That's the full name of the artist each time. It is Freedom of Speech by Immortal Technique, which has an entirely different tone.
Yes.
From a few words.
Still comical, but
again,
in a very different combination.
In a very aggressive way.
Yes.
Something for the kids.
Racism frozen in time like Walt Disney.
Just so many one-liners exist in this song. And again, it's making a point, but it's making a point in such a clever way that you gotta love it. You do.
Say what I want, you fucking little sensitive herb.
Yup.
Pushing a button trying to eject me. I don't got no motherfucking deal with Pepsi.
Go see him live if he ever comes to your town. He's amazing.
Alright, my number 9, there are a few things. One thing I think rap, especially in the modern age, that rap has, that I say modern age about to maybe almost a 20-year-old song, but that kind of rap has that rock has moved away from a little, is just the sheer kind of swagger and just songs about how cool you are, and
yes.
So my list is probably about half of that and half political songs. This is Andy Up by M.O.P.
Ah, good choice.
And this is just those guys are
nuts.
They have such they've got such this great menacing delivery. The beat of that song is just fantastic. Just kind of the up and down of it.
Ding, ding.
And you gotta,
Great
you
use of a
gotta sing
sample.
along to it, yeah.
And there's 4-Alarm Fire, which scares the crap out of me.
Oh, is that sampled from something, Annie Up?
I assume so. Like,
I guess probably,
it sounds like,
yeah.
especially considering their other songs are
Yeah.
clearly sampled from something we know. I would assume. Anyway. My number 8 is definitely, like, very much a Classade class.
Oh, it's by Nick Lachey.
I can't talk. It's Fight the Power by Public Enemy. That's what I'm trying to say. So first of all, like, the interaction of Chuck D and Flava Flav is still unmatched, I think. Like, it's just, I feel like it set a, like, formula for a lot of people who tried. Who kind of had, like, the one, like, really authoritative, you know, intelligent-sounding dude, and the other one going, yeah, boy! You know? But, certainly the song is saying a lot of important things. You know, some that he kind of went on record and, you know, softened a little bit, but, like, at the time, very much, like, and it was like, okay, he just came out and said it. All right. And, obviously a very important song, great-sounding song,
Yeah.
well-made song.
Yeah, it still holds up.
Absolutely. I mean, so much of that is still true.
Don't worry, Be Happy was a #1 jam.
Which is said in the most terrifying way possible.
Alright, my number 8, I'm sure, is also on Mia's list. This is, like, even more classic, or, well, maybe tied. But this is The Message by Grandmaster Flash.
Tis.
Yes. And this is just, like, all-time great lyrics, you know, from the very early days of hip-hop, and just, you know, describing the life in the city and such, and just the final verse especially is just, like, a non-stop kind of, like, hitting you hard.
Mm-hmm. And then they did It's a Shame.
Narrowly off the list.
Narrowly?
Well, it was
How
one, it was
narrowly are
one
we
per
talking?
artist, or, you know, maybe it would have made it otherwise.
No. For me, no. Anyway.
Don't you know they should not starve, 'cause they're the future? Are they really the future?
No.
Yes.
Oh. different time. No, they're not really the future. Sides by Flowbots is next for me. I just like the utter drama of the beat. I think, once again, you're going to see a lot of things that have, like, a very distinctive, like, melody to them on my list as well. Like, I think that's what things that my favorite rap songs do, just kind of blend that musicality with the aggression and the statements of rap.
And I think this is the first of yours where it's, like, live instrumentation backing.
Exactly, yes. So, like, you're going to see that happen more and more, like, either live instruments or very clearly, like, defined melodies and hooks.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a really great one from Flowbots. Not quite as well known as Handlebars, which is also a great, great song, by all means. But, yeah, Sides takes it for me.
Yes. Well, speaking of Flowbots,
Oh, hey!
we have Mayday by Flowbots, another song other than Handlebars of them. We did this for our Colorado and our state series. Check it
Yes.
out if you want to see me poorly attempting to rap.
You're not poorly attempting. It was great.
No, I'm poorly attempting on Missouri. I'm
Okay, well, we're
maybe
both
half
poorly
pulling it off there. Yeah.
We're both poorly attempting on Missouri, though.
Anyway, Mayday, I think is just, like, so explosive. Like, it kind of goes between the, like, the fast parts with the violin and the kind of the, like, bigger parts. It's got, like, kind of the big build up to, like, a drum solo at the
Really
end.
bipolar number, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, just, like, all over the place, and so much, like, intensity and, like, righteous fury to it.
Great lyrics, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a trend in pretty much any rap song, or at least the ones that make our list, and not, what, England is my city. Narrowly off our lists.
Or whatever, what's that one Thomas is always singing, like, scoot, yeah,
Skirt,
little pump.
Skirt, whatever. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Narrowly off our, no.
Yeah, number 13.
Definitely. Gucci gang, I'm on take number 40. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Alright, I think we got it there. So yeah, The Message. This is number 6. Yeah, again, I kind of have great affection for this. A, because I mentioned this before, is on the one of the first to be put in the Library of Congress for great reason. One of the first to kind of, like, just come out and say this stuff as well, which is really important. And yeah, just, it doesn't stop. It doesn't let you go, and it's not a shame.
Yeah, and even with the sheer length of it, I don't think I ever like pull it up without listening to the whole thing.
It's just it's incomplete if you don't. I mean, every single verse is saying something, every single line, syllable, really.
All right, my number 6 is "We Are the Ones" by the Coup, and this song is just kind of built around this like amazing like funk riff. And just like it's basically like here's somebody who's like dealing drugs, or they fall into dealing drugs, but they're kind of like here's why or whatever, you know, like
breaking it down.
like philosophically you would oppose, but economically I propose you go eat a dick as employment had froze. And yeah, just like he's got a very like distinctive voice.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm a step ahead of you,
I guess.
Here is my favorite Mutiny, also by the Coup. This is the one I picked. I listened to them both, and I just
This might be our list with the most shared things.
Shared artists for sure. Yeah, like, but yeah, this one I think just for the completely different side of it. I love that beat. It's just like hypnotic in a very, very like distinct way, and the hook, little hook there is like we're not rocking with you, and I think like again a lot of intelligent lyrics and some great one-liners that I'm not gonna attempt to repeat because they're just gonna sound horrible coming out of me. You know, it's a pleasure to meet you, etc., etc. But that's rap for you.
In Mia's serious voice, never let their
punk ass ever defeat you. Okay? It's very important that you don't.
Speaking of songs Mia would be unable to deliver,
no.
We've got "Gimme the Loot" by Notorious B.I.G.
Gimme the loot! Gimme the loot! I'm a bad.
This one is back in squarely in that category of the just like pure swaggering, like it is just about robbing from somebody, but there are just so many great lines, and Biggie is such a talented rapper.
Oh goodness, yeah. He's playing like 2 versions of himself on that one, right? Like little,
I think so,
little
yeah.
one and big one.
I've been robbing motherfuckers since the slave ships.
He's got that very distinctive like emphasis of syllables, doesn't he?
If he starts to scream, "Bomb, bomb, have a nice dream."
He's also on a few numbers like, you know, the tight dress, I think I might just, etc.
Yeah.
He has that great use of lyricism.
And he's got just that big booming voice. It's fantastic.
It's wonderful stuff. May he rest in peace. As I flip through my post-it notes. Okay, number 4. It is by a fellow that I must have some kind of... There must be a hometown affection for because he is from a city in the Midwest.
Chance the Rapper, right?
No. I respect Chance the Rapper, I just haven't heard like any of them or very little of them. But yeah.
But you know how much money he's getting everywhere, right?
You know, he also...
If you didn't, his 20-minute video will tell you.
Okay, fine. Okay, but he's all, I don't know. He like comes and does like the teen open mic at the library. He's definitely like very, very...
Probably doing good.
I think he is, yeah. But this guy is from a city in the Midwest.
Okay, yep.
It's the best city in the whole wide world.
I have a feeling that one is not the pick, though.
No! Neither is, what is it, Little Weapons, that begins like...
Oh, Little Weapon is great. Little Weapon was probably like number 12 on my list.
But just the beginning of it, I can't get over it. I couldn't get over it. Anyway. But yeah, Pressure is my pick, yep. I am completely in love with the beat of this one. Just like not like rock-y, I guess, but then just like so hard hitting, and then a ding ding ding, those big trumpet pulses.
A lot of like little clever bits on this, like the Sly and the Family Stone series.
Yes. It's just
a great guest verse by Jay-Z.
Yes, I was gonna mention him too. He also comes in and does a fantastic job. So yeah, just like a big like maybe one of the most like sonically affecting on my list, I think.
Even if there are those cheesy eagle caws.
I like the eagle caws. Leave the eagle caws alone. And actually, yeah, my top 4 I think are all very sonically effective. So I think you'll see that.
All right, my number 4, we're squarely back on the political side. We've got Makeshift Patriot by Sage Francis.
He hangs himself at half-mast.
Half-mast. Yeah, this is all about, like, 9/11 and the response to it. It's got, like, these great... It's just, like, he's doing these verses, and then he, like, alternates with his little, like, parody versions of the newscasters talking about it, and, like, the announcements. Civil liberties must be restricted. Wave your flags with pride, especially the white part. There's just so many, like, great lines on it. Very much, like, capturing that whole kind of Patriot Act era.
Yeah. I think that's a trend for both of us, all those great lines.
I guess you kind of need that, right? Like, if you don't have, like, the kind of instrumentation, then you kind of need, like, great lyrics to make up for it.
Well, I mean, let's come out with that outlier, which
especially
is my number 3.
Especially for us, like, rock-minded people.
This is true.
Maybe the closest to not having great lines and just having the pure energy would be something like Annie Up. But even as things like, I'm 999 thou short of a mill.
Which is something. But yeah, this is the outlier of the bunch, I think. This is Sleep Now in the Fire, which I decided to put Rage Against the Machine on rap rather than metal because of, you know, just kind of Zach De La Rocha himself and just, like, not only his delivery and, you know, the respect he's earned from other rap folks, but just, like, the collaborations he's done since, you know, he was on RTJ, he remixed an Outkast song, you know, very much still a part of the community, so I went with him for this instead of metal, and them. But anyway, Sleep Now in the Fire, I think, I'm not necessarily sure if there's a standout lyric here, but just, you can't not chant along when he's talking about the Niña, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. It's just like, it's such energy, and of course Tom Morello's riff, as always, and just like everything about this number. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing song. But I mean, Rage is amazing, so.
Yeah, I didn't put them on my list, but I certainly...
You put them on metal.
They're fantastic, yeah, I put them under metal.
It was a hard one for me to decide. I ended up going with rap, but...
Alright, this number 3, this is a tough one to pick what to include from this artist. They've got about 5 songs that might even make the top one if it wasn't limited. But this, I went with Rich Man's World by Immortal Technique.
Fair enough. I wondered if that was going to be the one you picked. And either that or Freedom of Speech.
it was between, I mean, that, Freedom of Speech, Obnoxious, Point of No Return, which just has that great, like, synth riff. But this one's just, like, he's just, like, carving up this, he's taking on the persona of this, like, rich guy, and he's just, you know, like...
End of the conversation, and the conversation ends.
You got grills in your mouth, I ain't mad at you. I own every gold mine in South Africa.
Yes. And the dude samples ABBA, which takes a lot of guts, I think. We found this out working. We were volunteering in, like, what was it, like a food pantry during the pandemic, and they had an ABBA station on, and it was like...
Wait, that...
Is that...
Oh, huh.
Is that the beat from Immortal Techniques? Oh my goodness. Well, all right then. Anyway, I'm sorry. I cut you off. Anything else?
No.
Sorry. I do that. Okay, number 2. Let's get very cliched, but also
Lose Yourself, Eminem.
Yeah, that's correct. So, very sonically affecting, however. I think it's a song that's, like, cinematic somehow, and I think that's what I like a lot about it. Just, like, the beginning is, like... The intro is just, like, so musically well done, and... You know, it comes in, it's got the dramatic piano, and it comes in with that, like, big guitar riff. I think these are live instruments also, if I recall.
I would bet so, yeah.
So, and then I think Eminem himself, like, is such a talented rapper, and I think pretty much anyone will tell you that, like, just the way he uses rhymes and just makes everything line up in such a well, like, fluent way. I think it's very, very impressive. It is.
Yeah, he's all right.
Well, that's because you have a brother who's fanatical about him. Thanks, Thomas.
No, he's definitely talented. I just never really enjoy listening to much of his stuff.
I think like his more comical numbers are mostly are more often the ones that end up on my phone just because they make me laugh. But I think this one is like a really, really legitimate rap song, you know.
All right, my number 2 is classic. This is Party Up in Here by DMX. And this just, you know, it's just that great energy, you know, you play that to a crowd of people, have them all like yell up in here, up in here. Got, as always, lots of great lines,
Yes.
you know. Listen, your ass is about to be missing. You know who's gonna find you? Some old man fishing.
That one always cracks me up. Even the way you impersonated it just made me think of it.
And yeah, rest in peace as well.
Yep, recently.
Hopefully
He's barking at someone up in heaven.
Yeah, barking at someone who doesn't have, hopefully he legitimately doesn't have to pay taxes up there.
Oh, boy. What a nice send-off. I hope you evade your taxes forever, man.
No, it's very talented.
Incredibly,
so much like
yeah.
raw energy. And
I mean, if you want a more humorous side of him, I think you gotta look up his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is like one of the best things ever.
Yes.
Alright, well, my number one, once again, I thought it was like 5 minutes ago when I was thinking about Zach De La Rocha and what he did. Rocha? I don't remember. Rocha. There's some video of him somewhere pronouncing it correctly that I never bothered to watch, and now I'm gonna regret it.
Because you don't care about Hispanic people, Mia.
Why? No, it's not Pat Boone. It's not Pat Boone.
Mia's number one is by who are those really white people?
Oh,
the
no.
Carpenters, the Partridge Family, the Mamas and the Papas.
Wham! It's Wham Rap by Wham. You got me. Yep, Zach De La Rocha went back in time and
the
he
leaves are
remixed
brown and the sky is green. I went on a
no.
walk on a winter's day.
Green?
I don't know. What's your number one?
It's B.O.B. by Outkast.
Oh, yeah.
Just once again, sonically affecting. What a hard-hitting number. Again, like, nearly rock. It's very nearly rock, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think this one is necessarily live instrumentation, but it may as well be. Just, like, that big drum that pounds throughout is great. And I think, again, like,
My guess would be, like, sampler, like, produced drum beat, but maybe real electric guitar?
That could make sense for sure, yeah, like... This is such just like a driving song. That chorus is great.
Yeah.
Like just going forward. Such an energetic number. And again, like a lot of commentary on, you know, you can guess it stands for Bombs Over Baghdad. So.
Oh yes,
good
this
stuff.
is about Bob Saget.
Bob
Bob
the Builder. Can we fix it? Yeah, we can. Hey ladies, yeah. Can we fix it? Yes, we can! I can't hear you! Yes, we can! All right. Okay.
Now, gentlemen, how are we running? Against the wind!
Oh, no. It's your turn. What's your number one?
All right, my number one is A Hypocrite by Tone Deaf. And this is just like a collection of diamond 5-star lines in here.
This is the one that has the... No, it isn't.
Which line?
No, it's not the one about the hip-hop website. That's a different one.
Nope, this
no,
has
it
the
is.
hip-hop, yeah. This has got
your
like...
hip-hop website.
Yeah, you never cares about your pen, you never get likes. What do? Start your own hip-hop website. It's got... Tone Deaf is all flow. He only talks fast. Well, here's a slow fuck you for your stalled ass.
I love that bit, yeah.
It's got hitting empty soda cans is the only way you'll hit pop. It's got this great kind of like upbeat piano kind of sample, and then it's just him, you know, dissing someone or dissing like kind of
several people,
all sorts of different audiences for a good length of time. So just flawless song.
Absolutely. And that's rap, and
Yes,
not a Pat Boone to be seen.
And that's a rap.